Well, hello, hello, hello. I pray that everyone is good today. Listen to me. I am here to chat with you for a few minutes. Thank you for stopping by Bravo with Sheila. I do appreciate all of you. As you come in, can you please hit that like button? And if you have not subscribed, go ahead, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications when we are going live. Listen, I am here to chat with you and give you a quick message, a love message in a bottle. I'm delivering it just to you. I'm delivering it to you because I care about you. I know this is a little different, but this is something new I've started. And because I'm on vacation, I just wanted to make sure that I'm always present with you. I'm always doing something with you and for you. So, listen, let's jump into something. I want you to know that today we're going to be talking about something that's so very important: self confidence versus self esteem. And I know that you might think that that's something that is the same, but it is not. Although they may be close in being relatives, it is not the same. So let's jump into something right now so that we can have a good time chatting about what's going on, right? So let's go ahead and talk about this. Now, those of you who saw the last message in the bottle, thank you so much. I'll be putting up message in a bottle when I am either traveling or just can't get to a place where I can have a live conversation with you. Although I will be interacting with you live, I will not disappear on you. No, I will not disappear on you. So I want to talk about this. Those of you that don't know, I am a professional licensed clinical counselor. And sometimes, when I'm talking, you might sometimes hear how I lean towards talking about the inner man and helping people to get from pain to power and from power to victory. So let's jump into self confidence versus self esteem. And I want you to just know it won't be before you long, but I just felt like talking about this today, something that we all have struggled with or are struggling with now. People usually find it easier to build their confidence, right, than their self-esteem. That's what I've been told, and that's what I've witnessed. And conflating one with the other, end up with a long list of abilities and like achievements, and people have these long lists about what they've did or what they could do and what they can't do, rather than facing up to their own imperfections and failures, right? They hide, right, themselves behind what? Certificates, prizes, diplomas, degrees, titles. They hide behind these things. Many people get conflicted with who they are and what they do. They try to merge the two, and they're two separate lanes. But as anyone who has been in a college and a university and school and classes where you get certifications or whatever, we know as long as the list of abilities and achievement, there's neither, listen to me, there's achievements. It's not sufficient nor necessary for healthy self-esteem. Did you hear what I said? Anyone who has this long list of abilities and achievements, it doesn't add up to what? Totally saying this is healthy for self esteem. Sometimes people get that mixed up, or they don't want to sit in themselves to figure out what they're doing, what they're not doing, what they need to do. So while people keep on working on their list and hope that it might one day be long enough, right? Keep adding all these letters behind their name. Nothing wrong with it at all. Nothing is wrong with it. Go ahead and study to show yourself approved. But they try to fill the emptiness inside them with what? Status, income, possessions, relationships, sex. And you just go ahead and put the dot, dot, dot. Fill in the blank. You know what I'm talking about. So, what then is the precise difference? What is the difference between self confidence and self esteem? Listen to me. Confidence comes from the word Latin fidere, right? And it means to trust. It means to trust. To be self confident is to trust oneself. How many of you trust yourself? How many of you have made some decisions that you feel like, oh my God, that's not my area? Every time I make a decision in that particular area, I mess up. But listen, to be self confident is to be one to trust yourself. In particular, it is one's ability, listen to me, to engage successfully or at least adequately with the world. A self-confident person is ready to what? Rise to new challenges and seize opportunities, deal with difficult situations, and take responsibility if and when things go off, when things go awry, when things just don't line up. Just as self-confidence leads to successful experience. Listen to me, my sweet people. So successful experience leads to self-confidence. And although any successful experience contributes to our overall confidence, it is, of course, listen, possible to be highly confident in one area, such as what? What are you confident in? Think about it right now. Cooking or dancing, or but are you insecure in another area, such as like schoolwork, math, and English and science, or public speaking? So you see the difference and the varies in the both of them. So listen, when the absence of confidence, courage takes over. I said courage takes over. Yes, it does. Courage takes over and operates in the realm of the known. The known. I know you like the word the known, and many of us do not like the word the unknown. I don't like moving into the unfamiliar places I've never been. I don't like doing certain things that I don't feel I'm adequate enough to do, and especially if I've never done it before. Any of you feel like that? So confidence operates in the realm of the known, and courage and that of the unknown. Did you get that? The uncertain. So listen, I cannot be confident in, look, let me give you an example. Diving off of a diving board, right? Oh no, that is not Sheila, right? And I once had the courage to do some things with height, but now for some reason I got this issue with height. Things shift and things change. Courage is a more noble attribute. It's a more no listen, it's a noble attribute than confidence, because it what? Requires greater strength. I said it requires greater strength. And because a courageous person is one with limitless capabilities and possibilities. The courage to do, the courage to go into the unknown, the courage to seek out something that you've never done before, the courage to do something different. You know me, I say when nothing changes, nothing changes. Self confidence and self esteem, hear me out, do not always go hand in hand. It's not always that they go hand in hand. In particular, it is possible, listen, to be highly confident and yet to have profoundly low self esteem. Did you hear me? It is true. Many people, what? Highly self confident, but guess what? Low self esteem. I know that's like a conflict, right? But it's facts and it's real. As is the case, for example, listen, with many performers and celebrities, right? I'm a performer. I've graced many stages, and I felt confident, right? And then sometimes I felt like, oh my God, I can't do this. This is not, nope, I cannot do this today, right? And sometimes that lack of ability to bring that courage up tries to attack me and cause me to what? Draw back. So I'm telling you today, don't draw back. Profound low self-esteem can also cut you off, cut your legs off, as it is the case, for example, with, performers and celebrities who perform before an audience of thousands, but then damage and even kill themselves with what? Drugs. That is something that happens all the time, that people delete themselves, those great, I mean, I'm talking about huge mega celebrities, right? And then you turn around and you get up the next morning and found out someone deleted themselves. You're like, wait a minute, I just saw them yesterday on the show. I just saw them in the movies. They were, acting, they were smiling, they were laughing. Don't always look at a smile. If you're close to someone, please, I'm asking, begging you to please look deeper into a person's soul, deeper into a person's heart, deeper to look behind the smile that you see. So many times, and we've heard about this, many superstars, people in general, not even a star, someone in your family, in the schools, we find that people who are popular, who are, always the people person, and then you find out they delete themselves. Like, okay, like what happened? What did I miss? You say, wait a minute, what did we miss? And sometimes that guilt of feeling responsible that I was around this person all this time and didn't see the signs, didn't even notice to check, right? Don't allow guilt to take you over. Things like this happen all the time. Self-confidence and self-esteem do not go hand in hand all the time. That's what I want you to remember. It does not. They do not go hand in hand. Esteemed is another Latin word meaning to appraise, to value, to rate, to weigh, to estimate. And self esteem is our cognitive and, above all, listen, emotional appraisal of our own worth. More than that, it is the matrix through which we think, we feel, and we act. And it also reflects and determines our relation to ourselves, to others, and to the world. People, listen to me. People with a healthy self esteem do not need to prop themselves up with externals such as income, right? And what your status is and notoriety, or they lean on crutches such as alcohol, drugs, or sex. Listen to me. To the contrary, they treat themselves with respect and take care of their health. But everyone is not wired like this. They take care of themselves, connected to community, right? Connected to an environment. They're able to invest in themselves completely, what? In projects and people, because they do not feel, they don't fear failure or rejection. That's a big thing. Failing and rejection, fearing to fail, fearing rejection can overtake you if you are not built up on the inner man. Oh my God. Listen to me. Of course, they suffer hurt and disappointment, right? But their setbacks neither neither damage or diminish them. So I've gone through so many setbacks, so much drama, so much persecution, so much betrayal, so much heartache. Listen, so much disappointment. And I found out that I didn't know I was as strong as I am until these things hit my life. Have you ever said, oh my God, if that ever happened to me, I know I won't make it. I probably could never live again. Well, guess what? When life keeps lifing and you go through certain things and life knocks on your door abruptly, listen to me. There are things that you'll find out that you're stronger than you know, because you will navigate through these things. You'll find yourself on the other side of the issue, the other side of the catastrophe, the other side. You'll find yourself on the other side. But many of us, many of you do not know your strength because you have not been tested in certain areas, and certain traumatic experiences have not happened to you. And if they have, and you're listening to this, then you know you're on the other side, or you're segueing and swimming through this thing right now as you're listening to me. But I'm saying everyone is not wired like this. Some of us are able to invest these things, in terms of getting through rejection and getting through failure. We are, the setback doesn't knock me off my game totally. It may knock me down for a while, a minute, but I'm one to have to get up and keep it moving. And I'm telling you to get up and keep it moving. Whether you're dealing with low self-esteem, self-confidence, whatever's lacking within you, you must know and put a finger on that thing inside of you that needs to be built up. To live out of your strengths and to work on your weakness is the key. To live out of your strengths, I said, and to work on your weaknesses is the key to what? Moving from pain to power and from power to victory. Hallelujah. Listen to me. All right. Experiences and relationships, quick to joy and delight, are accepting and forgiving of themselves and others, are people who can bounce back or fight through the maze of heartache, fight through the maze of disappointment. I'm telling you, get yourself built up. You can win. You can get through the very things that's lacking within you. You can do it. I've done it. So many others have done it. And I'm telling you, sometimes it's not an easy road, but guess what? You're wired to do it. I said that you're wired to do it. And I want you to understand that self-confidence and self-esteem are neck and neck, but they are different. And I wanted you to understand the difference in the two. Before I leave you, I want to send you something real quick. And then we're going to end with 10 simple ways to improve what your moods and your feelings when you are down. That's what I want to leave you with today. So stay tuned and I will be right back. And we are back. We are back. Let's end with this. I'm hoping that some of these nuggets, one thing about Bravo with Sheila, I want you to walk away with something that you didn't come in the room with, or maybe something that is pulling something back up in you that went to sleep and that is dormant. Wake up. Oh, ye wake up. Wake yourself up on the insides. Let's talk real quick about some simple ways to improve how you're feeling when you're down, when you're not feeling too good. Our moods shift, right? They change. One morning you wake up one way, the next morning you wake up another way. Life continues to happen. And if you hold on to the habits of your mood swings that don't edify you or lift you, you may not feel better. So let's leave you with a couple of points. Spend more time with sympathetic friends and relatives. Did you hear me? So long as they are receptive, always talk to someone who is receptive. Talking to others about your feeling helps them to process it, helps us to process them, to put them in perspective, and to obtain advice and support. So come on and be honest. Come on and expose yourself to who? Sympathetic friends who can ID and relate with what you're going through, even if you don't want to talk about your feelings. Spending time with others, playing sports, cooking a meal, doing something fun with a person, or just sitting there chilling, sharing about what's happening in your heartbeat. Number two, don't bite off more than you can chew. This is a big one. Try to reduce your levels of stress simply and simplify your life, even if it means doing less or doing only one thing at a time. Listen to me, people, one thing at a time. Break down the large tasks into smaller ones, right? And set realistic deadlines. I said realistic, right? You may not go at the pace somebody else may go at. Let it be realistic to you and how you move. Don't you dare blame yourself for doing nothing. You are merely giving yourself the time and space that you need to get better. So just think of it as taking a step back to what? Jump forward. What you say, Sheila? I said take a step back so you can jump forward. Number three, do more of the things you normally enjoy, even if they no longer seem appealing, if they seem like I don't really like to do this anymore. Read a book, right? Watch a movie, prepare a meal, cook something, schedule a call with an old friend, do something you normally would have done, right? It takes your mind off of negative thoughts and it helps you to feel much better. Number four, get out of the house, even if only to buy milk or cookie or orange juice or walk, do something. Go ahead and walk in the park. A bright daylight always helps us. Fresh air always helps us. The hustle and bustle of everyday life can be oh my God, can be helpful, as can the sights and sounds and smells of nature. When you get in the mix of people and walk outside and says, I'm alive. Oh my God, that can help. A 30-minute walk can help you. I'm telling you, just behold the beauty of his holiness as you're walking. Look up, look at the birds, the trees, the sky, the clouds, and you will begin to, you'll feel that shift happening in your mood. Number five, fight off negative thoughts. Now, here's the battle. Woo! This is the battle. The mind is the battle, the battle, the battle. Yes, it is. Make a list of all the positive things about you in your life. Keep it in your bag or your wallet and read it to yourself every morning. Put a post-it up on your mirror in your bathroom. Put post-its up somewhere. If you're a believer, put those scriptures up on some post-its on your mirrors, on your refrigerator door. Put these things up that's right in your face. However bad you may be feeling, remember that you have not always felt this way. That is so key. If you're feeling bad, remember, I have not always felt this way. I will feel again what I used to feel. I will feel alive again like I used to feel alive. Always bring up the data and the tape of when you felt better. Number six, be patient with yourself. Please, my sisters and my brothers, be patient. Improvements and moods are likely to be gradual. They'll be gradual. Don't look for a rush of change. Let it happen. Let the process happen, right? It may not come suddenly, and it may come suddenly. And you may even get worse before you start getting better. But guess what? You are going to get better. Once you are on the right track, there are going to be good days and bad days. Just accept that. There are going to be good days and bad days in our lives. So just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Here we are. My mic stopped on me. Okay. So I said, I want you to know. I want you to know that things are going to change, right? Things are going to change. A bad day that comes after a good one can seem all the worse for it. Listen, it's not going to always be a great day, but you can learn how to navigate through it when life be lifing on you, right? Don't blame yourself for the bad days, and don't what? Don't despair. Please don't despair. They will come fewer and fewer as long as you keep pressing forward and keep it moving. Number 7, avoid making or acting up upon important decisions. Don't you push yourself in major decisions when you're not feeling in the right space. Don't you do it, and don't let anyone do that to you. Don't let anyone violate you or violate your temperament. Now is not the time to separate from your partner or quit your job or spend large amounts of money. Don't do it when you're in this kind of zone in your life. When you're in not such an upbeat zone, don't make major decisions. Don't you do it. Check your reasoning with others and carefully consider their advice. I said, talk to people, a safety net, right? You got to have a tribe and a safety net. Make sure you don't go blabbering to people that you know are chatterboxes. Talk to someone that you can trust. And sometimes it could be the least person you expect that you share with, because it's not the quantity of time knowing a person, it's the quality of time that you know a person. Number 8, get as much sleep as you can. As much as you think that might not help, it does help. A single night's sleep or even a nice nap during the day can make a world of difference. Take a power nap and shake it off. Shake it off. Get back up. I see you getting up. Come on, I want you to get up again. Get up. Readjust those emotional strings on the insides. Number 9, make an appointment with a professional. If you need to talk to someone and you're dealing with really some deep, deep things and you cannot navigate through it by yourself, listen, reach out and touch someone. Reach out and talk to someone. There are people out here. Everyone knows, as I said at the top of the show, that I am a licensed pastoral and licensed clinical counselor. I want you to reach out. You don't have to reach out to me. Our company is called NowYouTalking.com. Now with a U, talking.com. And you'll see we have therapists on site, counselors on site, money management on everything that you could imagine. NowYouTalking.com. If not, then you can reach out to some other people who can help you get to where you're trying to go. Number 10, decide whom to call in an emergency should you feel overwhelmed by negative or deleting thoughts. I'll say it again. Decide whom to call in an emergency should you feel overwhelmed by negative or deleting thoughts, right? This may be a relative, a friend, a doctor, or a helpline. Think of a backup in case your preferred options are unreachable. I want you to know that when nothing changes, and you can make it. You can get through whatever it is that you're challenged with. My name is Sheila Ingram. I'm so happy that you stopped by. This is my love message in a bottle to you. Stay tuned for more of Bravo with Sheila. We're live Tuesdays and Thursdays. This month, we just happen to be out of town and we're taking a short break, but we will be back, and I'll continue to put a message with a bottle up so that you guys can stay in touch as I stay in touch with you. Thank you once again for being here. I appreciate you so much. And remember, when nothing changes, nothing changes. If you like, you can pop over to the YouTube streets, over to Sheila Ingram Ministry broadcast, where we go live starting on Easter, Resurrection Sunday. I'll be going live 8 a.m. on that channel, and I'm live on Wednesdays at noon on SIM broadcast. You can pop over there if you want some spiritual food. We have a good time. Other than that, go ahead, hit the subscribe button and like. Listen, thank you so very much for being here. You are a blessing to my life. I pray that you are well and that you stay well. Remember, again, you know what I'm going to say. Say it. I heard you. When nothing changes, nothing changes.